are listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast with Mark Alden Taylor.
Hello! How are you? We are the Freeform Rock Podcast. I was going to say something else, but we are rocking. But I am Mr. Lee Gerstmann, and I have Mark Alden Taylor with me. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing great. I just got a little congestion going today, so my voice might sound a little rough, but I'm cool.
I have had congestion for a while. If I try not to cough and I go, this song, you'll know why.
Yeah. So, you know what I forgot? We were doing that new thing, what pissed off Lee this week. So, I remembered it today. So, what pissed you off this week? Anything?
Well, that cough pissed me off, but actually what pisses me off is mostly unimaginative people on Facebook. They post, I love this album, man, and it's an album that I've heard of my whole life, and everyone just posts the same stuff all the time. I finally am at the point where it's like, you'd rather, I don't know about you, but anybody would rather watch a video of grass growing. Oh, I'm watching a video of someone's grass growing in Pennsylvania. It's a 6-month-long video. Oh, but I'm watching their grass grow in West Virginia. That's only a 5-month and 3-week video. It's like, what's the difference? Same with music. It's like the same Metallica, the same Motley Crue, the same Rat, the same King Diamond, the same everything. I'm not going to get on Judas Priest fans, because Judas Priest is a good group. And I won't get on Aerosmith's fans, because they're divided into the cool group and the crazies. The crazies like the stuff after the first period. The cool people like the stuff until then. But, and then there's Kiss fans. Kiss fans are like, are you going to the Gene Simmons vault? Yeah. Cool! And then they do a podcast saying, guess what, everybody? I went to the Gene Simmons vault experience and it was cool. And you know what happened? What happened was I went to the Gene Simmons vault experience and it was cool. And you know what happened? I went to the Gene Simmons and shut up!
That's not true.
Nothing new going on.
I gotta say that's not true. Dr. Fuck went to the Gene Simmons experience and he didn't say that was cool. He actually explained why it was cool.
Well, but the fact that he said that it was cool, that's the thing that bothers me.
I don't think he said the word cool. I think he said awesome, or I forgot. I haven't heard it in a long time. But I know
it's awesome. And why is it awesome? Because it's awesome.
He didn't say it that way. He explained why it was good and why he had fun and how Gene Simmons was cool.
I like him, so I don't want to say anything bad about him, even though I know he might not listen to this episode, but just in case he does, I don't want to.
Well, I know he hates this album.
Side.
I know,
but I'm just going to say that I'm not. Are you saying you're going to tell him about this?
No, I'm going to put it up on the. I'm going to say we're talking about the Gene Simmons experience and why it was not cool.
Actually, go for it. If you're going to be a bitch, you might as well be a full bitch, not.
Awesome. Fuck.
All right.
Dude,
well, hey,
Dr. Fuck cool. Rules, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. All I'm going to say is that for me, I just want to see a little more like not so good things that people say. I don't want it always to be, oh, I kissed him, and even though I'm not gay, I loved it. I want to see he kissed me and I punched him in the mouth. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Well, since you brought that up, I put up a question on the podcast on the like page this week, and Dr. Fuck I think other people responded too. Why do people care about Vinnie Vincent so much? You know, there are lots of podcasts that do talk shit about him, so it's not everybody's in love with Vinnie. You should like that. There's both.
Well,
sides
hey,
of
that's
that
the
coin.
good thing. Hey, man, in fact, I apologize. You can say whatever you want about me. I just don't want someone to punch me when they kiss me. But I think that, you know...
Some people might like that, though.
I wouldn't. They would, but I wouldn't.
There's some weirdos out there, man, who like violence when they're having sex, so...
Yeah. Well, as long as her name is Kitty Cat, and she looks like Lita Ford when she was 18, I'd be cool with that.
Lita Ford is still hot. Damn.
Yeah, but what I mean is, but her nails might not be so sharp.
You know, you'd probably like Nita Strauss now. She's like baby Lita.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, baby Lita, want a bottle? I will give it to you. Let's put on your leather outfit. Whoops!
Hey, before we get lost in it, let's tell the fans, even though the description will be up, we're actually going to review Iron Maiden, the Book of Souls. So just let you guys know, because we're going to be talking before we get to that. But I have a question. I put it up. Why do
I do like the Vinnie Vincent drama, to answer you quick.
Oh, so you like the drama? Because I'm just wondering, I think he was great in the albums he played with Kiss. I think it was awesome. And then he went solo with Half a Slaughter. And, well, actually it was it was Robert Fleischman first. And then,
but I know what you mean.
Then Mark Slaughter took over. And I think Slaughter is a better band than Vinnie Vincent Experience, to tell you the truth. But
I do like Slaughter better than the second Vinnie Vincent album.
Oh, and that's with Half a Slaughter on it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God, Mark Slaughter's hair, he dyed it blonde.
Yeah, the first album was a little tiny bit different, but yeah.
So, if somebody gave you a ticket, would you have gone to the Gene Simmons Experience?
Oh yeah.
And then you would have been saying?
I would have been saying, I'm so glad that someone gave me a ticket to go to the Gene Simmons Experience, because I was able to meet Gene, but I would still prefer to meet him in Starbucks for free, where he doesn't have his shtick going on. But, as it is, kudos to you who gave me the ticket, and hey, you know, if well, you know what I mean.
Okay, so you get the ticket, you go to the Gene Simmons Experience, but what would you say about it? Would you say it was cool?
I will put it to you like this. I saw on YouTube a bunch of different experiences. He talked about the same thing over and over again. So I'm like, it might have been cool if I had a chance to give him a CD of mine, and if he responded. But if not, it would have been like just another show.
Really? You would have said, oh, it wasn't cool, it was just another show, and I feel ripped off because it was a free fucking ticket.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know, if you guys go listen to Dr. Fuck, I think it was on the Vieira Vault, or Rock and Combat Metal podcast. He talks about his experience at the Gene Simmons Experience, which was pretty damn cool. I get it, pretty damn cool. But he also explains why and what happened, and he was with his friend, and it was cool, and he had fun, and he got in his box, I think he got the Elder on cassette, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
We should review the Elder so I can listen to it.
Which version? The original from the 80s or the newer one?
Newer one. I don't know. Well, Frank,
because I would be into that, and because I think people would want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I mean, but if you're talking about something good, you might want to pick something else.
All right. Well, this is me about Kiss. I like Kiss. I'm not a Kiss tard. I'm not a huge Kiss fan, but I do like Creatures of the Night. I like all their '70s albums, even Destroyer. God,
you like the stuff that I don't like. But anyway, go on.
I like Rock and Roll Overs. I think they're best album.
Okay, you do like the stuff I like.
All right, and I like Dress to Kill, but I like the.
All right, you like everything that I like.
Okay.
Damn, you're confusing me.
But I do agree with Dr. Fuck. I think Monster's a good album, but I don't like Psycho Circus. And I
don't either.
And my favorite. And my favorite.
You're being like me now.
And my favorite member of Kiss is Ace Frehley. I think I've said that millions of times. But I'm not like I'm not. I understand the hate and the love for this band, but I do agree with everybody. Fake Frehley and Cheater Chris shouldn't be wearing the makeup. They should make their own persona. So that being said. I would have liked to gone to the Gene Simmons Experience, but I'm not going to pay all that money for it. But if somebody were to give me a ticket to it, I would have went, and I probably would have said it was cool, because if I didn't say it was cool, then somebody who bought me the ticket would be like a slap in their face, because they spent all that money and they invited me to go with them. Yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. I don't fucking care if it sucked. I'm going to say it was cool. And it probably would have been cool because I would have met a star. I've never met really like a huge star. I've seen Steven Tyler at where I work at California Adventure, Disneyland in California. But I saw him. He was just ordering a burger, and I just went out front, saw him, and then went back in. And I've seen Adam Sandler. I'm not star crazy. I'm not going to go up there and bug people for their autographs while they're eating or doing things or having fun with their family. It's okay, man. They're just people to me. They entertain me, but I'm not crazy to meet them. You see what I'm saying?
But I mean, at least you got to see Steven Tyler and Adam Sandler. Damn it, you got more than me. Fuck, if I saw him, I would have said, I don't want to bother you. I just want to say hi.
And I've also
when they said hi, I would go, wait a minute. I have some underwear on. Don't look while I take off my pants. I want you to sign my underwear. It's not weird, dude.
Hey,
I don't want you to look. I just want you to sign it, and then I'll put it back on. Everybody, look the other way. I'm just going to take off my clothes for a second. No, I'm kidding.
And I did touch Britney Spears on accident.
Hey, that's fucking cool.
Because I was coming out of our cast cafe at Disneyland, and they have like a back of the house. They're taking the stars, taking them away from the crowds. And I came out and I tripped and I bumped into her and accidentally grabbed her boob and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. And she said, "Oh, it's okay. It was an accident." And she kept walking by. She was very nice and very humble. She didn't yell at me, "Hey, you copped a fill of my boob." I didn't do that. I didn't even see who she was until I looked up, because I freaking tripped over my own feet.
Hey, she sounds like she's a good lady.
Well, she was cool. She didn't try to get me fired or anything, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
It's like I touched it and then I put my hands back. It almost fell back trying to get it off, I was already off balance.
I'll have to ask you, how can I arrange it so that if I walk and I trip, I accidentally put my hand in a certain place, so then that way I can... Well, never mind. I shouldn't talk about this now.
Yeah, you better not talk about that, because if you run for president, they might be saying you're a pedophile. Or you're a rapist.
I like to pet dogs. That's a pedomania.
Hey, Lee, if you were president, what would you do?
Oh God, I have no idea what I would do. Would
you make everybody tuck in their shirts?
The women, yeah. The men, I don't care because I don't like men. I might fire all the men.
But that's I can't even say. That's freaking socialism controlling people, right?
Hey. If McDonald's can do it, so can I.
Tuck in your shirts, damn it, or you go to the corner.
But really, I would just want to spend a lot of my time just reading my poetry and saying a bunch of shit and saying, you know what, if you want real issues done, there's people behind the scenes that do it. I'm just a song and dance man. But if you need to talk to me about stuff and you're a woman, you have to shake my hand a long time and hold on, so then that way I can feel some sort of energy from you while you talk to me. If you're just going to keep your hands in your pockets and you talk to me about stuff I don't want to hear, you might as well talk to the dog catcher, because I'm not going to care. That's how I'm thinking.
That being said, Lee, now that you said all that, you could never be president, because I would leak this out to the press and get money for it. I just say, go listen to this podcast on Iron Maiden Book of Souls and see why Lee should not be your president.
Hey, if you get rich for that, hey man,
I'll cut you in.
I'll call you the bitchest podcast announcer. I mean the richest podcast announcer around.
All right, so we digress. We just wanted to get a little conversation going. Well,
yeah, and I think it's better if we just keep it going and we don't even review the album. Oh, sorry, never mind.
All right, well, you know how there's like Kiss tards out there. There are Iron Maiden tards. Coming up to this album, The Book of Souls, I did not like The Final Frontier. I did not like Dance of Death that much. I like most of the songs on that, but it wasn't a cohesive album to me. And in between those two albums is a fucking awesome album. Fucking A Matter of Life and Death kicked ass. And then I was looking forward to The Final Frontier, and I was like, eh. And then this came out, and I was like, spoiler alert, I love it. So let's get into this record, Iron Maiden, Book of Souls, released September 4th, 2015.
Spoiler alert, I think of it the way I think of it.
Okay. Book of Souls is the 16th studio album by English heavy metal band Iron Maiden, released on September 4th, 2015. It is the band's first studio double album and also their longest to date, with a total length of 92 minutes. Its launch and supporting tour were delayed to allow vocalist Bruce Dickinson time to recover from the removal of a cancerous tumor in 2015, and that was in his throat, dude. He recorded this with a tumor in his throat.
Damn.
Yeah, that's freaking... and he still sounded awesome. It is also their first album to be released on Parlophone since the end of their 30-year relationship with EMI Records. Produced by long-term Iron Maiden collaborator Kevin Shirley, The Book of Souls was recorded at Guillaume Tell Studios, Paris from September 2014, which had previously used for 2000's Brave New World. The band wrote immediately recorded tracks in the studio, resulting in a spontaneous live feel. The album's first release, Speed of Light, was issued as a music video on August 14th and simultaneously as a digital download and CD single exclusive to Best Buy. Best Buy doesn't sell this shit anymore, so fuck you, Best Buy. In addition to their longest studio record, it also contains the band's longest song, Empire of the Clouds, at 18 minutes in length, which also issued a single for Record Store Day on April 16th. While not a concept album, references to the soul and mortality are prominent. Released in Maya theme cover artwork by Mark Wilkinson. Alright, and it says critical and commercial success of Book of Souls topped the album charts in 24 countries. Well, let's get into this album, shall we? Let me get to the track listing here.
Alright, it sounded like a recipe list, like 1/4 thing of thyme, 1/2 of chili peppers, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar, and But it was cool.
And if you notice, Bruce Dickinson wrote a lot of songs on here compared to Steve Harris. He usually writes the majority of the songs. So
I find that I will say one thing. Even though it's all a matter of each song versus song, I like that Bruce wrote a few more of the songs because I think he's just as good of a songwriter.
Yeah, I love his solo albums too. We should review one of like Tyranny of Souls or something.
I should hear one. In fact, I might listen to one later.
Yeah, so let's get into this album. I mean, so we get into the first track of this album, which was written by Bruce Dickinson, and its track length is 8 minutes and 28 seconds. I will be talking about track lengths at length. All right.
That's good.
Let's get into If Eternity Should Fail. What do you think of this one, Clee?
Oh, usually when I hear Iron Maiden albums, I want the songs to start intense and rocking right away. This starts like that Led Zeppelin song In the Evening. The difference is when the song picks up, it's a hell of a lot better than Led Zeppelin's song. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a combination of the sound they had on Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind. I don't mind that it's kind of long because it's a good song. It's not my very favorite, but I do like it.
Yeah, if a song is long, as long as it doesn't drag and keep you enthused, it sounds short. Same thing with a short song, like example, Foreigner, Long, Long Way From Home. That song is only 2 minutes and something in length, but it's so much packed into the song, you think it's like a 5-minute song. You know, it's really cool. And If Eternity Should Fail is like one of those songs. It's packed, but it's long, but it still keeps you going because the musicality of it just rules.
It's like if Eternity Should Fail, it should last at least 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. I love the start with the synth and Bruce singing, and then it kicks into a good hard groove. The Maiden groove, you know, they have that groove, man. They're the only ones who have that freaking marching groove. No one sounds like them. Great song. For it to start a triple vinyl or a double CD thing, it's great story with the lyrics, and I love it. And I have the triple vinyl and I have the double CD, and it's very great packaging. So if you guys could go pick this shit up, get it, man. It's really good. I know a lot of people hate it, but a lot of people love it. So it's like, I think it's like 50-50, but it's a great combination. It's a great album, man. And then we get into the next album that was co-written by Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson, and the song you picked to play. And the first single on the album, Speed of Light. And it's one of the shortest songs on the album, and I will talk about that. So here's Speed of Light on the Freeform Rock Podcast. that was Speed of Light. And what'd you think of that song, Lee?
This is awesome. The album should have started with this song. This could have been the album. This could have been on the album after Peace of Mind with a song like this. It definitely has that Iron Maiden vintage sound, full stop. And it's one of their best songs. This album is off to a good start.
And this is one of the shortest songs, not the shortest songs on the album. Clocks in at 5 minutes and 1 second. And it kicks ass. I wish they would do more songs like this, short and to the point. Don't get me wrong, I love the epics, but throw in more songs like this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love it. Because sometimes you're like at lunch and you want to hear some quick songs. You only have a half hour on lunch. Some of you guys have an hour. If you have an hour, you could basically listen to the whole first side almost. But it's like you want to get through like 3 or 4 songs, but if you're listening to songs that are 8, 9 minutes long, your lunch is over almost.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll just go listen to Number of the Beast on my lunch. I can't listen to this on my lunch. It's a pretty great song, and I freaking love it. And let's get into the next track, The Great Unknown. What'd you think of this one?
This is pretty cool. It sounds like one of those good 60s bands that you're scared of hearing because you're too busy being a Republican instead of a music lover. But it's neat.
I'm an American. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I vote for the side that's most American and doesn't want control. So, bleh. Okay. All right, well, I voted for frickin' Obama because I didn't think I thought he was an American. Just joking. All right, political aside, we're just joking, guys.
I was going to interrupt you, but my damn cough did it. So you're Republican or you're Democrat side. It's making me cough. Damn it! But I'm going to keep going on.
Would you like to drink some vodka to clear your throat first?
After this, but it's neat. It has a German progressive rock sound to it, and I like it.
Yeah, it has
a couple of songs on here even better than this, but I can dig this pretty well. Okay.
And then I think it has a cool bass riff to start off the song. And this song kicks ass. Killer breaks and solos, and Bruce sounds amazing. And he had a tumor in his throat doing this album. Freaking makes it more amazing.
In my throat when I did the review.
That's true. All right, well, let's get to the next song. Oh, and this song was written by Adrian Smith and Steve Harris, just to let you guys know. I'm going to tell you the songwriters on this because usually it's Steve Harris that writes the majority of the tracks, but it looks like he was a band effort, actually, because all of them kind of wrote. Huh. Let's get to the next track, The Red and the Black. What'd you think of this one?
Well, Stendhal wrote a novel called The Red and the Black, and it wouldn't surprise me if Steve Harris wrote the words with that book in mind. I think it's sort of hoity-toity to use that title, as if he wants to say he's educated. It's not my favorite song here. In fact, I could do without it. It's not bad, but to me it's filler.
And it's 13 minutes and 33 seconds. And what did I think about it? Really cool sound to begin the song. And it goes into the Maiden March. You know, like that. Really, I really like, really long song, but kicks ass. I think it's progressive metal, and I go, yes, progressive metal. And then we get to the next song, thank God, so you could get your coughing out. So this is When the River Runs Deep that Lee picked. So here's When the River Runs Deep on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
Heaven's waiting with
That was When the River Runs Deep. Why'd you pick that track?
I could almost hear Paul Di'Anno singing on this. It's a more modern-day Iron Maiden song, but with that old vibe from their early 80s period. I dig it a lot. It's one of my favorites on here.
Yeah, it's a really kick-ass song. It's a shorter song, and it comes in at 5 minutes and 52 seconds. And it has a really different sound to it, and I love it. It's a great song. It's different than the rest of the album. And then I had to pick a song because you didn't pick it, even though it's a long-ass track. And it's written by Steve Harris and Yannick Gears. So here's the Book of Souls on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
Stone, towers reaching up into the heavens, sacred portals
Well, I guess you didn't like that song because I heard "Oh God" as I was getting ready to pause the recording. So,
well, I'm just praying to God. I'm being religious. I'm saying, "Oh God, please take this song off the album." Never mind.
all right, what'd you think about it?
They do a similar type of introduction that they did on "If Eternity Should Fail." That sort of makes me think they were grasping at straws for song ideas. The song itself is like a second-rate Queensryche song. I'm not a big fan of it. Queensryche should have used it for an album of theirs that wasn't doing so hot.
This is like my favorite track off the album. I freaking love it. The lyrics are freaking awesome, and it's an epic song. Freaking killer. And then if you have the CD, you go to the next CD. I think we already changed to, we're on the second vinyl if you have triple vinyl. But let's get to the disc 2. We start with Death or Glory, written by Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson. Clocks in at a whopping 5 minutes and 13 seconds. Like I said, I love it when they do some shorter songs. What do you think of this one?
This reminds me of Quest for Fire, but much hotter. If I had to pick a fourth song, it would have been this. It kicks butt, and I really like it. I could have definitely heard it on the Peace of Mind album. Really cool song.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool song. It fucking jams, rocks, under 6 minutes. Love it. The lyrics, I think he's talking about like kind of Aces High, dog fighting or something, because in the lyrics he goes, turn like the devil, shoot straight from the sun, climb like a monkey out of hell where I belong. I fucking love that, man. It's fucking like Aces High-ish. Freaking cool track. I know Bruce is freaking into planes. He flies their plane to he's their pilot for concerts, so fucking Bruce rules, man. He could do the two-wing biplanes. He does like the older planes. He flies everything. The guy is really cool, man. He's like that meme. He says, "Oh, your singer does this, but our singer flies the fucking plane." You know. Oh wait, no, it's like, "Oh, you have your own plane? Oh, we do too, but our singer flies it."
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the next song that was written by Yannick Gears and Steve Harris, Shadows of the Valley. What did you think of this one?
This sounds like they were running out of ideas and picked melodic themes from some of the other songs to make one more song on the album. It doesn't impress me. It's the song I like the least on here.
Let me see, what did I think about it? Kind of starts off like Wasted Years with that tone, guitar tone. It's like, except a little slower. Slower riff. Though I think it's just, like I said, it's just a tone, but it kicks ass. After that, it sounds like a classic Maiden song. I love it.
Oh, God, you love everything.
I don't love everything.
You don't like cow patties if they're hot. You need them to be very cold. Never mind.
All right, well, let's get to the next track, Tears of a Clown.
I like cow patties that are hot, so I apologize to you for criticizing you on cow patties.
Well, let's get to the next track that you picked, Tears of a Clown, which you actually picked Man of Sorrows, but you changed.
Oh, shut up! I didn't want you to have to mention that because I have some bad to say about Man of Sorrows.
Oh!
No, it's okay.
All right. Well, people know that you originally picked it.
You've been a bitch all along, so you might as well be a bitch forever.
All right. Well, here you go. Here's Tears of a Clown by Iron Maiden on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
drown. All looks well on the outside, underneath the solemn truth, there's something that inside us died. Tomorrow comes, tomorrow goes, but the cloud remains the same. Wonder why he's feeling down. Tears of a cloud. Maybe it's all just for the best. Lay his weary head to rest. Was forever feeling drowned. Tears of a cloud. Who motivates the motivator? It has to go, he knows it sooner or later. Smile for cameras, all okay. But tomorrow is another day, he must get through. He had a longer way to run, or so the story goes. Life full of fun, where did it go? We saw the sadness in his eyes. It came as no surprise, and now of course we'll never know. Tomorrow comes, tomorrow goes, but the cloud remains the same. Wonder why he's feeling down. Tears of a clown. Maybe it's all just for the best. Lay his weary head to rest. Was forever feeling drowned. Tears of a clown.
Okay, that was Tears of a Clown. Why'd you pick that track, Lee?
This is okay. I dig it. It has a different sound than the rest of the songs on here, but it also has more of a classic 70s sound like Bachman Turner Overdrive. I like it. I know what it's about, but I'm talking about musically, it's really good.
Yeah, the band didn't know what Harris wrote this song about. It's done by Steve Smith and Adrian Smith and Steve Harris. Bruce Dickinson, after he recorded it, he goes up to them and goes, "Man, this is to Harris." I guess Harris wrote the lyrics. He says, "Man, those are really great lyrics, man. What was it about?" He said, "I wrote it about Robin Williams." Yeah. He goes, "Man, it's a great, powerful song," and I agree with it, man. I didn't know it was about Robin Williams till I read about it. Also, it's a freaking great lyrics. I freaking love it. I know a lot of people clown on this song. You get it? Clown on Tears of a Clown.
Yeah.
All right, but I think they're wrong, but it's their opinion. But I think it's I think they should get into the lyrics instead of listening to it with their minds. Listen to it with their hearts, because this is a great song. It touches your heart. All right, well, let's get to the next track, which you originally picked. Well, you changed your mind.
But I didn't, because then you'll find out why.
All right. So we get into The Man of Sorrows, which was written by Dave Murray and Steve Harris. Well, why didn't you pick this track?
Well, I think the way it gets faster as it goes along is a good idea, and I like the rhythm of it, but the song doesn't do much for me. Another filler track.
Wow. But at first, when you were drunk, you liked it, right?
No, at first when I was sober, I liked it.
Oh, and then you got drunk and then hated it.
Let's say it's a combination of whatever.
All right. Well, I love the opening.
I'm not as smart as you. I'm afraid to say it, but yeah.
Says, I love the opening riff, very moody. Mm-hmm. Goes into a very cool song. Bruce sings his ass off. Many changes in this track, and I love it. And then let's get into the song that has been freaking maligned and yelled at by a lot of the fans, but a lot of the fans like it, but I'm kind of in the middle. Empire of the Clouds, the longest song that Iron Maiden's ever done, written by Bruce Dickinson, all by his lonesome. What do you think of this track?
I'm not in the middle of it. It's a different kind of song for them, but it has a cool English progressive rock sound that I like, and it's a good song. It might not be the best song to close the album, but on its own, it's a mighty fine song, and I really like it. So you know now that I really like it.
Yeah, when I first heard this, I go, a fucking piano starting an Iron Maiden track? I go, what the fuck is this? And that was the first time I judged a song by the opening. But after many...
Because you don't like Kip Winger's classical stuff, you won't even listen to it.
I don't like classical music, except for...
But you should listen to Kip Winger's classical, because you like Kip Winger. You'd probably listen to Geddy Lee classical if it was blowing my nose through a classical flute.
Well, by that point, I should be listening to Eric Martin's Japanese solo shit that he does frickin' pop classics on and sings The Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. That fucking sucks.
Oh, God, no, I'm sorry I said anything. Damn it.
Why would I listen to that crap? Stay with Mr. Big and other hard rock bands, Eric. Stop singing Pop Dribble for Japan. He sings The Heart Will Go On. I should like that, too. Because I like Eric Martin.
Oh, my God, you gave me... Man, you topped me. You told me something that I would have said to you, but you knew it. So
well, I'm gonna send you the freaking track, "The Heart Go On" by Eric Martin, when we're done with this podcast.
Oh my God. Okay, I deserve it if I'm that much of a fucking asshole.
All right, this song is it's kind of long, you know. When I first listened, this is my first opinion of it. It's kind of long, and it's kind of a history lesson because he's talking about some kind of battle, you know. It could have been cut down, but I still like it, and it has grown on me. But the critics loved it and called it a masterpiece suite, which I do agree. And Maiden did take a chance on this song being so long, and it's different than any Maiden song they've ever put on any album, especially with the piano intro. I was like thrown off by that. But like I said, this song has grown on me, and I think it's a really good song.
Yeah. There's some albums that I'll have you review that will grow on you in time. Even though you might think that they'll grow fungus, but hey, they'll grow.
I was going to say, you're going to give me cancer, growing tumors on me?
I'll try not to.
All right, man. So that was Iron Maiden's Book of Souls. Bruce Dickinson vocals, piano on Empire of the Clouds. Dave Murray guitars, Yannick Gears guitars, Adrian Smith guitars, Steve Harris bass, keyboards, co-production, Nico McBain drums. Produced by Kevin Shirley. And dang, we have a lot of freaking shit on here. Let's get into the chart positions. We'll only talk about the 3 charts we care about: England, America, and Canada. Canadian peak position at number 2. Where's the UK? Israeli, man, rock number 1. Damn, Japanese number 6. UK was number 1. US Billboard was 200. In Brazil, it went platinum, but they only go 40,000. Australia gold. What did it do here? United Kingdom gold. I guess America didn't hit gold because we don't like Iron Maiden as much as other people, I guess. That's a big complaint with them. But freaking this album did really well. In it's platinum in freaking in Hungary, but their platinum is only 2. I really think they should do the recertifications in America to 50,000 as gold, as platinum now, because record sales aren't the same as they used to be anymore, you know?
I think in Siberia, if you sell 12 albums, it should be platinum, but platinum ice.
All right, well, let's get into the, let's see, we'll get into our tracks of the week. Hey, we didn't play the Lee song, did we?
No, we didn't.
Oh, shit. Well, we'll end it with the Lee. We'll end it with the Lee song today. But let's get into
that. Would be cool. That because if people listen first to it, they might have been scared.
All right. Just kidding. Let's get into our tracks of the week, which I picked. I went to the new what is it? The British heavy metal invasion. So I picked Saxon Set Me Free.
Huh.
And you picked a really cool song that I actually listened to. It's pretty like deep purplish. Pretty fucking cool. Mr. Albert Show called Let It All Hang Out, which is a pretty cool track, man. And yeah. And then we're also
You should have picked a better song than you did, but I don't know this song, so it might have been cool.
Well, you don't like Saxon?
No, I do like Saxon. I just like to bug you.
It's off the Crusader album, so
okay, so I might have or might not have heard it.
All right, so let's see. Let's get into our tracks, and then we get into your track to end the. We're going to end it with the lead track instead of beginning with it.
I think that's a good idea because at least then when people run away, they run away after instead of first.
All right, so the lead track is Possibly Me.
Possibly for me, but you can say possibly me.
Possibly either for way. Me. Okay, yeah. And dude, your hair in the video is really like you look like you got hit by lightning.
That's an unlisted video. I did it only so that you could get the the audio for it.
All right,
giving away a lot of our secrets here. but you're as long as you don't officially pull down my pants, I'm okay.
All right, so let's get into our tracks of the week. Set Me Free, Saxon, and Mr. Albert Show, Let It All Hang Out, and the Lee song of the week, Possibly for Me, on the Freeform Rock Podcast. And until next week, Lee, it's your choice next week. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know yet, but I'll give it to you soon.
Alrighty then. Alright, so let's play you out with the tracks of the week and say goodbye, Lee.
Bye.
Bye-bye and take it sleazy.
Stones are about to eat you, and you need someone to make love to. All you find in your empty room is a three-headed dragon you don't just want to. Hey. The boss just left and you got no pay. Landlord is crying, wants no delay. If you just had a ticket to take a train, cause the town crier keeps on booming your name. Let it all hang out, let it all hang out. Twist and shout, let it all hang out, let it all hang out. Hang it up. Hey! They push your card in a computer machine. It says you're the one to clear up the scene. So the army doctor wants to paint you green. That's the last thing you ever wanna be. Let it all hang out, let it all hang out. Twist and shout, let it all hang out, let it all hang out.
everything if you beat the 5,000 picks. Through the most blessed King, I will show you, and possibly for me. That is when the sculptor goes home. I love that stuff. Bring me jump off.
You have just listened to the Freeform Rock Podcast. All music played on the Freeform Rock Podcast belongs to its owner. If you like it, go out and buy it. Get your music on Amazon, iTunes, or at your local record store. Support what you love. Support the artist by seeing them live. Purchase their music. The Freeform Rock Podcast is not affiliated with any of the artists or music that we play. Thank you for listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Until next time, stay free and rock on.